Right guys, so happy new year. I thought I'd kick the new year off with the introduction of one of the first rigs in the what we're calling the Thoroughbred J Precision range. Well, I think we're going to call it that, I'm not 100% sure, but in short, these rigs are all rigs featuring the new hook link materials from J Precision, and of course the hooks. So top to bottom, it's all J Precision stuff. Now this particular rig is something that a few of our customers had requested probably over the last 12 months or so, and they've all done really well on them. This is very similar to what we've sold them. The only difference is, as a lot of you guys will know, we use Corda products for our hook link materials. Well, as I say, with these new rigs, this is all J Precision stuff, and trust me, it is lovely stuff. So it's a Combi rig, and what it is, it's going to be featuring the fluorocarbon to, like with all of our Combi rigs, it features fluorocarbon to a soft braided material, so a proper Combi rig, not a cheap Combi rig. And why Combi rigs? Well, because they're so versatile. You can use them in all manner of situations. They're stealthy, they reset really well, and if tied correctly are very strong, and just offer a great presentation for lots of different situations, to be honest. So this is a long shank Combi rig. In essence it's a German rig tied off Combi style. So long shank hook, line shrink tube, which I think is it really important? I think it's really important. If your braided section is exiting the shrink tube at the correct point, then that rig is going to turn just that little bit better. Just to talk you through it, we'll do it in both. There's a £15 and there's a £25 version of the fluorocarbon from J Precision. Both really good, and I have to say the diameter is actually slightly, on the £25 version, is slightly thinner, believe it or not, than the IQ. The Combi section itself is the 8-core soft braid. Now, with all of our Combi rigs, one thing that you will have noticed, or some of you may have noticed, is we don't tend to go for a very soft braided section. So things like Supernatural, that kind of thing, which is great stuff, and I think it's caught loads of fish on Combi rigs over the years for a lot of people. The only problem with it is what can happen is if it's too soft, when your wafter sort of settles, what can happen is the hook can actually turn back on itself. What that means is, of course, that the rig isn't coming into, or the hook isn't coming into play with the lead as quickly as it should do. So with a little bit of, you don't want it too thick, obviously, but so with the braided section, just enough, which this 8-core is, it's absolutely perfect. It really is perfect for Combi rigs. It's just, whilst it's still very soft, it's just rigid enough so that it will reset when your wafters and your balance baits, which these rigs actually are for. I think most of us now are fishing with some kind of balance in our baits, when we're fishing it, whether we're fishing over bait or not, for single hook bait fishing or over bait. This will, as the bait settles, it will kick away and everything will land nice and straight. We'll have a look at it in the tank actually, so you can see what I mean by that. It will literally fall out to the length of the rig and the hook won't fall back on itself. You could fish these on any lead system, on a softer bottoms. I'd be looking at using them on a helicopter rig, anything else, that's, not too silty, sort of slightly firmer bottoms, right up to rock hard gravel bottoms. Get your lead clips out and your inline leads by all means, so yeah, this is, I think we're just going to call it the long shank Combi German rig or something along those lines. Again, I'm not too sure. Try to keep the names not too complicated, but something that represents the rig. I'm sure it's been used before. I'm sure it's not a new rig, but as with most of these rigs, it's new to us, in as much as new to putting it out to you guys. So but yeah, as I say, great for single hook baits, great for fishing amongst bait as well, you know, either or, just a real good all-round rig. And as I say, the incorporation of that long shank hook in a world where everybody is not using them can only be a good thing. So yeah, tight lines, and I'll catch you up with you soon.